It's time for the Ryan Report on Atlanta's big station, V103.
The only entertainment report that you need to know. It's the Ryan Report, where, of course, if you think it sounds good, it sounds even gooder watching it on V-103.com.
Oh, wow. Gooder, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I got that from Tangi, who started her new job in South Carolina or whatever, and was tweeting today that somebody was arguing her down.
Arguing her down.
And I said, Tangi, whew, that's country.
Hooked on phonics worked for me.
Trying to argue me down. What? All right, let's start off with this. You can't argue Rick Ross down about what causes seizures. Don't try to argue him down now. He was on 106 in Park yesterday. Terrence asked a question.
Yeah, we were debating about who it would be.
Terrence asked a question.
Good for Terrence.
First of all, what happened? Here's Rick Ross.
What it was, I was going about my business as every day I boarded a flight, and on the flight, I had a seizure. And when I snapped out of it, and, they told me what had happened, I'm like, you bugging. Call a jet. We finna keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Because, I understand, me growing up and hearing about seizures, they can be violent. You bust vessels, you bite your tongue up and this and that. And in my case, it wasn't none of that. I felt a little wore out, but I felt like I could keep going, and that's what it was. And, I boarded a jet, and I had another seizure.
Okay.
He was feeling wore out.
Okay,
so
but here's the point.
That makes sense.
Wait. Oh, here's the point. Rick Ross said he had a seizure. Then when he woke up, they told him he had a seizure. His response to them was, y'all are bugging.
Yeah. I ain't had no seizure, man.
But he couldn't remember any of it.
Right. I just blacked out.
Right. Okay, then he gets on the jet and has another one. That's when he decides to go to the doctor. And here is what Rick Ross said the doctor told him.
I woke up in front of a doctor, and he asked me, when was the last time you slept 8 hours? And I said, man, it had to be at least 5 years.
The good news is that was the cause of Rick Ross's seizures, according to Rick Ross.
Yeah.
The bad news is, here's Rick Ross's doctor, Dr. Conrad Murray.
It's Conrad Murray. Stay away from the propofol.
We all know how that turned out.
Well, no, what was so funny to me about the whole thing was he starts talking about all the different tests that he ran to explain the seizures.
Right, you have to do a battery test to figure out what's going on.
Right, but again, listen to his last statement because I feel like he's lying.
The doctor to run a battery of tests on me from cancer, diabetes, HIV, et cetera, and I came back totally healthy.
Well, that's a lie. Totally healthy? I think that's a stretch. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying we all know a big man in our life, and that's a lie. The big men sleep all the time. They sleep after they eat. They sleep after they walk up the stairs or down the stairs. They sleep plenty. I don't really actually believe that. Give a big man a turkey leg and see how quickly he's
give anybody a turkey leg, Elle. It's got that stuff in it.
Well, it's going to... I think the results are magnified when you're a big man. I'm just saying, name a big man who hasn't slept good ever. Are you serious? Come on. Get him a recliner, maybe a Bud Light, some popcorn or some sunflower seeds, and a football game, and he'll be out of there.
I just think, the biggest point from that whole entire soundbite was the last two things they tested him for, which I didn't even know there were tests for. Can you play the last soundbite, please?
Yeah, I can play it again.
Yes, please. Listen.
The doctor to run a battery of tests on me from cancer, diabetes, HIV, et cetera, and I came back totally healthy.
Oh.
I mean, you got HIV and you got ETC.
Right. I would never want to get the ETC.
You know what? We got your results. You have et cetera.
Et cetera.
Et cetera. Man, that's a lot of pills. Serena Williams has to take drug test. Apparently, she thought it was a suspected intruder inside her L.A. mansion, but it was a random drug tester from an unspecified tennis association. So how does big, tough Serena react?
How?
Like most women.
What?
Who say, I got to do it all by myself. I pay my own bills. I got my own house, my own car.
Yep.
Lady, put your hands up.
Yep.
She went to her panic room and locked herself inside.
Yes. The fact Serena Williams has a panic room, for most of it, that's under the bed or somewhere in the garage. That's incredible. I'd do it too. Here's my question. They all get tested, all sports get tested for the drug guy just shows up on you.
Right.
I didn't think they were allowed to just come into your house. So
that's how they catch you.
They They're not allowed to break in and take your pee while you're just. They have to knock. They have to ring the doorbell.
She saw him on the cameras and started freaking out. They hadn't gotten inside the house yet.
He hadn't even got inside yet?
She just said, "Oh, it's an intruder."
Yeah, with a briefcase. Okay.
And there you have it.
Right.
So, police rushed to the scene after the 911 call, but they figured out the mistake. And last but not least, Khloe Kardashian knew at the wedding it wasn't going to last. Today,
Yep.
it was revealed.
Yeah, Kathy Lee on
Kathy Lee.
the
And
Today Show after.
The Today Show after party.
Yeah, the after show.
Said this about the whole wedding and what Khloe said to her at the wedding reception.
At the reception afterwards, Khloe, who's always says what she thinks, walks by me, and I don't think Khloe would care if I said it. She goes, what she said, I give it 6 effing months. That's what Khloe said to me, and I
think I would have called Khloe before I said that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you should reveal to the world that someone's sister just knew this thing wasn't going to happen or work.
Of course, Khloe got the information from her doctor before she even told that to Kathy Lee.
She got it from her doctor.
And there he is again. Dr. Conrad Murray.
This guy's everywhere, I tell you.
This hour brought to you by Taste of Midwest. 4856 Memorial Drive, serving delicious Chicago-style dishes with daily lunch specials. A taste of Midwest authentic Chicago-style food. And that's your Ryan Report. Right here on your free money station. It is V103.
And if you don't know, now you know.
The Ryan Report. The Ryan Report. The Ryan Report.